To this now, students at the University of the Witwatersrand or Wits University have staged a protest at the Braamfontein
have joined the protest against financial exclusion. Earlier, they blocked the roads around the university campus. ETV News and sports reporter Pule Lithuji.
Let's talk about it.
Every day, it's the same thing. You're the future. You're going to change this country. You're the next generation of leaders. But how do you lead when you can't even get back on campus next semester? Hi there, Sparkers. My name is Leroy. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, the channel of Elevated Arisings. And today the discussion will be NSFAS versus university students. Let's get into it. So, what is NSFAS and what does it stand for? Essentially, NSFAS is formerly known as the National Student Financial Aid Scheme, and it's an aid scheme that has been put in place to aid students financially in aspects of higher education, registration for higher education, accommodation, etc., etc. And the big crisis that the country is constantly facing at the beginning of each year or at the beginning of each semester, each academic semester, is students feel like NSFAS isn't working. And essentially it isn't, because students are constantly being told that you are the future and that your education is your key to success. But how is it the key to success if I'm unable to get back onto campus because NSFAS has underfunded me, excluded me, or completely dropped my application? That's the crisis that the country is facing. And students are constantly dropping out from universities such as UCT, WITS, UP, and they're constantly protesting at these universities. And the university records, the statistics for these universities states that approximately 35 to 40% of students are being excluded from lectures. They're being excluded from the university itself, and not because they don't meet academic requirements, because all of these students are academically capable students who are able to make it into the university in the first place. It's because NSFAS, a system that is meant to be helping the majority, instead is failing the majority. And that's the crisis that we are having as a country. That's the crisis that we are having as the youth. And unfortunately, the government hasn't taken a serious liking to the youth, as the youth has been evidently shown, because we are protesting every year. When you go back to records, when you search on YouTube, protestings for free education, etc., etc., it dates back to 15 years. And to this day, this issue still hasn't been resolved. It's a real issue that thousands of South Africans are facing today. And unfortunately, it can't be an issue that is constantly keeping the youth awake. Instead of assignments being done at 1 a.m., I'm awake at 1 a.m. thinking about whether or not I'm going to be allowed back on campus, yes or no. So, yeah, NSFAS needs to band with the government, find a solution, because clearly there's a glitch in the system, and that glitch needs to be modified. And we need to find a way for the system itself to work for everyone and not just specifics, because that's what NSFAS feels like sometimes. It feels like it's just picking and choosing, and that's another reason that's getting the youth very riled up. Because of these applications, some people don't meet the requirements, so it feels like a question of, am I deserving to get funded financially for my education that's going to better me in my career, yes or no? So yeah, NSFAS, South African government, we need to find a way. We need to be on the same page with the youth, find a way forward so that issues like this, crises like this, deteriorate in numbers and we can move on to the next crisis that is constantly having the country riled up. So yeah, thank you for watching my video, guys, and I hope I have enlightened you with the socio-economic predicament that we are facing in this country as the South African youth.